Hi, I'm Scott Taylor. I'm the president of Mammoth Overland.
We have some questions from the community, and it's regarding the rivets. Why we used rivets for this.
That's an easy one. I've been building airplanes my entire life.
I didn't see the value in this small camper trailer, which is why I've held onto this video for over a year. So many people were buying this trailer when it first came out, but why? There's so many things that didn't make sense to me on this build. But the longer I hold on to this video, the more I'm understanding who this trailer is actually for. As usual, stick around to the end of this walkthrough as I'll be giving you a quick glance at their Apocalypse model as well, and then I'll be sharing what I like about this trailer and areas where I think it can be improved.
Hello, my name is Felix, and I'm here for Mammoth Overland, and we're looking at our HV unit here, which is the standard bread and butter of Mammoth Overland. We've got about 100 of these in the field, and we've been around for 2 years, so industry is going well, and we're proud of our product. So on the back here, notable features, you got an additional hitch here, so this is great for getting your bike rack on the back here. We brought a motorbike with us this week, so you're towing a trailer, and then your trailer's towing another trailer, potentially. We've also got your swing out here for the tire. We recommend people get the same wheel as what the rig is, and that gives you extra storage and it's nice and easy. You swing it out the way, and then your hatch is ready, and this gives you access to the kitchen area. And kitchen, ready to go in 20 seconds here. Got your electric fridge, 40 quarts of storage, can fit quite a lot of beer, and all your kitchen necessities. You just slide in the pin, swing it in or out, and you got a full kitchen ready with fridge, sink, stove, and a water heater. You can have a hot shower in the woods. You use proper warm water for washing your dishes. And you're in a nice sheltered cover. Lots of cooking area, and you got lots of storage. Pass through your food. You can even pass it through into the sleeping area for a nice little breakfast in bed for the loved one. We've also got additional storage here for all your pots and pans.
And one over on that side as well.
Yeah, right here. This is where we keep our hoses and stuff.
And then the rest of this here is only kitchen area, right? Because when you shut this, you can't store things in that area.
No, we use it as a prep area, so it's great for cutting up your vegetables. Then you can fry them right on the pan.
The only thing I'm gonna ask about, what's this light? Where's your light in here?
So this is a light.
Where is your light?
This is a prototype, so it's changed a lot. But this is the light for underneath here.
So you have an underneath
and
light.
Here.
And then there's an LED up here.
Yeah, we don't actually have it on this one because this is the prototype.
Gotcha, but typically there'd be a light here.
Typically there's a light here.
And then there's a light coming underneath here. LED light, okay.
And going to the side here, you got your water fill station for a 21-gallon tank. And the suspension, we're using the Timberland 3500. So that's fully independent suspension from the other side there. And you got your 31-inch wheels. And there's about 2 inches of travel in there. So it tows really nicely. You won't even notice it. We've got the rock guards here. If you're going on rough terrain, you're not gonna bash up the aluminum cabin. And this will slide over. You can feel on the bottom here, we've got a lot of rock dust there. We've also got the steps here, which fold out for access to get into the roof. So you can help assemble the tent on top or get to whatever gear you're storing up there. The roof rack is rated for 1,000 pounds. We've also got the awning here, which comes standard, and that goes out 10 feet. Nice little rain cover. Around here at the front, we got your solar panels. This will give you 100 watts of power out in the wilderness, and that'll keep up your batteries, which are kept in here with your 2,000 watt inverter. So you can charge your phone or run whatever electronics you're bringing with you into the wild. You got your 30 amp plug-in station, charge it up at home, and then at a moment's notice, you're ready to take it out, hook it up to your car. Car will keep it topped off while you're driving down the road. We got a front basket here where you can keep your rotor packs or your Yeti cooler. And your front box here, this is where the batteries and the inverters are. We've got a few battery options, up to 200 amps of lithium. We use the Renogy, and we're a Renogy dealer. So we have the lithium Renogy pack and the Renogy solar charger, which can get up to 200 watts of solar. The arc jack up front here is an option on all Mammoth trailers.
And standard, it comes with?
Standard, it comes with a standard jack. I'm not sure what to call it.
And then for this hitch, are there upgrades on the receiver?
So this is the ball hitch. We have an extra option for a lock and roll articulated off-road hitch. And up front you have a 20-pound propane tank. The best part about this is you can get one in any gas station in America. So it's ready to go. You unclasp it and you bring it out with this regulator, and you can connect it into whatever utility you're using. So right here we have the heater exhaust. You take your propane tank and you connect it up here, and then you have a propane heater right into the cabin with you, and it'll keep it nice and toasty warm for those desert nights.
And is this the same propane that's going to run the propane stove in the back?
Yes. So if you're in need of a hot shower, you can take your propane tank, connect it to the swing out here. And this unit right here is a propane flow heater for your water. You connect your shower nozzle up here, and you can have a hot shower in the middle of the woods, which is a real luxury. This hot water heater also supplies the sink, so you can have a warm bowl of washing up.
And then that's the same for the stove?
And then it's also connected to the stove here for your cooking. So this is ready to go right now. And all you gotta do, bring the tank over. So here we are on the inside. You got a king mattress out of these 3 cushions. These will also fold up to a couch on the back wall if you want to just chill on a rainy day. We've got the heater here, and this is a propane heater. Takes in air from outside, burns it, radiates out to the cabin, and then exhausts all the air back outside. So you're not messing around with gases inside the cabin. This keeps it nice and warm as well. I haven't been able to sleep through a night with it on the whole night because it just makes it too hot in here. We've also got the bunk here. We use it for storage in situations like this, but it's rated to 300 pounds, so you could sleep on there comfortably. Great for the kids. We've got the pass-through up there, which accesses the storage in the rear compartment, and you can get utensils from the kitchen right in here. We've also got our inverter powering some home AC here. You can charge your phone and whatnot. We've also got USB ports and cigarette charging ports up on the wall here. This whole cabin is lit with an LED light bar, and you can make it a real party in here. Pick whatever color you want, and it's nice and bright in the dark. And in the daytime, you got 6 of these lights here, and that keeps it really nice and bright. Lots of natural light. And it's also great for nighttime because you can see the stars, which is one of my favorite features.
And then what do we have? A fantastic fan?
Fantastic fan, which will blow both ways, so you can bring air in if you want, or you can exhaust air out. And we've got really good at tuning the temperature just by setting that fan to the right speed.
What is this spine I see, this black?
This little spine here is your LED controller. So that's how you set the color, and you can do the dimming, or you can make it party mode and it'll go through all the different colors. We've also got the electronic control panel there. Shows you a battery voltage, and then that's how you turn on all of the electronics here.
And then in terms of like storage in here and holding things, you're adding your own mounts, right? Using 3M material and...
The more up-to-date models, this is the prototype. So more up-to-date models, you got a little cabinet here with all your electronics controls. But we're also offering an option where you can have cabinetry and little shelves here instead of the bunk.
Okay.
We've also got our gun case up there, which is another storage option for you.
Drew's going to ask me a question.
Yeah, I kind of pulled them aside. We have some questions from the community, and it's regarding the rivets. So let's talk about why we used rivets for this, and what's your background? Where are you coming from?
I thought I was going to have a harder question than that, Drew. So that's an easy one. I've been building airplanes my entire life. When I was 6 years old, I decided I wanted to be a pilot, and I've never done anything except work in aviation. You know, a lot of people have stories of working at McDonald's and that. I've never done nothing except work on airplanes and now build trailers. So I took everything I learned about building airplanes, and we applied that to these trailers. We build all our airplanes just like this. The rivets that we use are the same rivets that we use on our aircraft. And we're comfortable with them. We know what they do. We know how the engineering works behind them. So we're really comfortable with building them that way.
So my question is, so I'm seeing here, we're talking how many rivets on this trailer? We're getting close to like over 500 rivets.
More than that. 5,000 is probably a
5,000
closer number. Yeah.
So like right across the way here, I was looking at, I just saw Boreas. I could count 20 rivets.
So what you're talking about, Drew, is assembly procedures or assembly styles. So all of our manufacturing is geared to make this easy. So I have equipment that all these holes are put in before, like these holes aren't put in by man. they're put in by machine. So the only thing that is hand touched is one of my assembly people actually inserts this rivet.
Right.
And we've made that simple as well. They're actually loaded through a machine, like a feeder, so they can go click, 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 and this all just goes together.
And so what would be the advantage of 5,000 rivets over 20 rivets?
It's stronger, much stronger. So I'm gonna give a demonstration. You go do that to some other trailer.
Let's do it again. And how does that hold? Like, what's the science behind that?
So this is a monocoque installation. So if you're familiar with aviation, aircraft are designed, typically metal aircraft are designed as monocoques. So there's a shell within a shell, and then all these pieces are folded into each other, creating structure. So most trailers, not all trailers, but a lot of trailers are framed like a house and skinned. That's not how this works. This is a shell, an inner shell that's sealed.
And what is that inner shell made of?
Aluminum. We
It's
only
aluminum.
use aluminum. So this is all 040 6061 T6 aircraft grade aluminum. So we have an inner shell that's sealed. Then we put insulation and all the wiring and everything, and then we put an outer shell that's sealed around it, just like an aircraft. So that gives us all this strength. And your question about the rivets, that's why we use all the rivets, because it handles the stress loads that are put onto the trailer.
And I know you'll have an answer for this. So when I'm in the forums, people are saying rivets on planes leak.
Not true. We've the last time you flew on an airplane and you got water dripping on you. Aircraft have been built using rivets and metal for 100 years, and we know how to do it. We've been doing it for a long time. We currently build aircraft that do that, so it's a known practice, and it's standard in the industry. This right here.
This isn't a popper.
This is a fastener that is like the equivalent of a tack at your house, you know, that you're using. This is just holding this rubber protective piece on. It's not structural.
But
these are structural rivets.
These are straight out of the airline.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, Drew's making me do this. Bill Man, Mammoth Overland here. I'm standing in front of Ellie. We took our Mammoth HV, we added big batteries in the front box, we added bear spray, we added Starlink, we added submarine style doors so that the cabin is pressure positive. We added air purification system, water purification system, bulletproof glass. We added night vision camera, we added a ham radio. It's outfitted. If you want to know more, check out our website, mammothoverland.com.
All right, so I know you just released this trailer, and I think
We
I've
did.
heard you've sold 8 of them already.
Yes, we have. We released this trailer about 10 days ago, and we already have 8 orders placed.
So who are these guys? What type of person is buying a camper like this?
So we've got everyone from people that want to enjoy camping year-round to people that want to be able to bug out, preppers, those that want all the gear that they can stuffed into this trailer.
The galley storage, or lack thereof, was a real head scratcher for me. Honestly, the whole trailer in general lacks storage. You can see here in the galley there's no place to store items full time because when you swing that kitchen back in, it takes up all that usable storage space. What this means is every time you want to use your kitchen, you have to bring the food and kitchen gear from someplace else. And when you want to close up the kitchen to move to the next campsite, all that food and gear has to be moved again back to its original storage location. If you need a trailer for storage, this is not the one for you. But I think this is actually an area I originally misunderstood about this camper. Folks who are buying this camper are probably overlanders who already own some sort of overlanding vehicle with slide-out drawers and have some sort of truck bed cover for neatly storing all their gear. These guys already have a storage system. They just need a bed on wheels with a quality kitchen and an overall trailer size that doesn't take up much room on the trails. The second area that could be improved is their lack of plumbed propane. Remember, I had the same issue with bean trailers as well. Most trailers of this price range have the propane plumbed to the rear, so you don't have to move around propane cylinders and connect gas lines every time you need propane. And this trailer's design makes this even more tedious because there's at least 2, maybe even 3 different locations the propane must be connected to. You have the shower, the heater, and the grill. Now, The solution I'm going to offer isn't the best solution, but it's simple, and that would be just swapping the 20-pound propane tank for two 10-pound cylinders. Yes, you're going to lose the ability to swap cylinders easily on the road, but you get two propane cylinders hooked up simultaneously at camp. My third area of improvement would be the angle and location of the windows. Yes, the window placement is ideal for lighting up that interior and stargazing, but what does this angle remind you of? If you said greenhouse, you're tracking with me here. There's a reason why trailers typically don't have windows at this angle. An aluminum trailer with greenhouse windows sounds like a bit of a hot box to me. One can easily remedy this by installing magnetic blackout shades, so obviously I'd like to see this as a standard feature on their trailers. The first pro is how they took the body of the trailer and extended it out over the wheels. This design, common in Australian and South African trailers, increases cabin space and minimizes fender snags on rough trails. To offset the lack of a fender step for rooftop access, they added a rooftop step, which I think was a nice touch. Number two, I love having a heater on this trailer. And I agree with him, it doesn't take much heat to warm up a small cabin like this. So he's right, you don't even need to run this all night. They're very efficient when you're talking about such a small volume of air to warm up. The third thing I really like and appreciate about this trailer is its ability to expand with your needs. Not a lot of trailers come standard with a bunk, and access to the rooftop sleeping options are a plus as well. If you're interested in overland trailers, you're going to want to check out all our overland trailer reviews in one place located here on the left-hand side of your screen, and I'll also put them down in the description. As usual, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next episode.